Alright, what's up yins guys? Here's another video for you. And this is going to be a remake of a video I made in the past, and some subject matter I haven't stated clearly enough, and I'm going to redo. This video is going to be a redo of a video I did in the past, and it's going to be for a lot of yins guys that joined me and subscribed to me more recently, and I'll state it a little clearly. Subject matter is about some of the most annoying. I know some of you guys got to be with me on this. So many of you people that subscribe to me and drop by my channel have different beliefs, and so many different kinds of beliefs, and you grew up among people with. Especially, no matter what you believe in or don't believe in now, or whatever you joined in me, whether you like me or not. But if you subscribe to me, whether you like me or not, because you get entertained by the shit I criticize or whatever else I do. But anyway, you got to be with me on this. The annoying shit that really annoys the hell out of me is, excuse me, people with family members. You probably have some of them that I can't even say this without even laughing, because I think it's funny. I'm almost trying not to laugh without saying it. I'm gonna go right to it. But yes, it is funny just to outright say this, because it is some funny subject matter, and it's very laughable. And the people I'm trying to talk about here are very laughable. People with, it can be family members, anybody related to you, especially people related to you, and sometimes especially maybe your parents, that have maybe fundamentalist, die-hard, hardline fundamentalist views about sexuality and all that, Christian fundamentalist views, all those. But what really makes me laugh is they have these views, right? But then yet out in restaurants they'll make embarrassing noises while they're eating, and these are very sexual noises, and you'll try to point this out to them by like joking with them a little bit, or whether you outright just take it right into their teeth and say so, and point it out, or you try to gradually, ease into telling them, like saying something witty or joking, like, or you think people with such fundamentalist values would be embarrassed thinking that because some of the noises, it can be like smacking of the lips, sucking noises, and clicking of the tongue, and even when they have to lick gravy off of their fingers, they have to make the popping sound and put the finger in the mouth. What I don't know is about you guys. I know a lot of you guys got different beliefs, but you got these people that claim to be. You got to have family members that claim to have to cling to such fundamentalist Christian values on sexuality, but yet they're not a bit embarrassed. They're practically fearless. Even then, they don't. And then you try to point out that the noises they make while they're eating sound very sexual, and there can be teenagers, all kind of different people with filthy minds that might be laughing at that shit or getting off on that shit, and you try to point it out to them and thinking it might embarrass them, but instead they actually outright chastise you right there, or act like saying a really ultra mega super cool look on their face and actually defend it, and actually intelligently like tell you off, with a stern look on their face. And even these people even have this look on their face like it's super cool and noble to make these noises, like, and they'll even have like this look like they're super cool, or I don't know, super self-important look on their face when they're making these noises while they're eating. I mean, how can people even do that shit? I mean, they almost look like it's noble and proper to make these noises, in the ultra super cool posture. And they'll go into the same they'll go into this mixture of a super, ultra, super cool, pseudo-intelligent, telling you off when you try to point this out. Like, it doesn't even faze them. Nothing you say will faze them. And you think that there would be somebody as fundamentalist like they are, that they would notice these things right away and be embarrassed when you tell them. But no. Especially like I says, ones that are older than you, family members. I mean, but yet they can be relentless in trying to shame you out of something that's against their particular fundamentalist value. But yet, especially since you're younger than they are and they are supposedly some authority, that they're eating noises that sound damn near every one of them sound very sexual. Everything from the kissing noises, the sucking noises, the licking of the finger, every single thing like that doesn't bother them, and you try to tell them off, and they'll actually, because they're older than you and claim to have authority over you, actually have the nerve to tell you off, but then they'll have the nerve to actually try to chastise you for something or other. Anything from your hair length to the music you listening to or crap. But anyway, in my book, you cannot be of any kind of a fundamentalist religion and be able to criticize anybody else's sexuality or any kind of sexual preference. And the criticism, you can't have that criticism be valid when they make the most sexual eating noises. I mean, that does not work. You cannot. How can you possibly criticize other people's sexuality or any kind of thing that's supposedly a bad and a sin, and at the same time you be making the most sexual eating noises and it not even faze you? I mean, that seems almost like a not practicing of what one preaches, the person not practicing what they preach. I mean, that takes a lot of audacity. I mean, how can anybody claim to be morally superior over you, over anybody, and be able to criticize any kind of sexuality and have it be valid when they make the most sexual eating noises? I mean, it just does not make sense. It doesn't. I mean, you guys know what I mean? I mean, to be able to criticize such things, you just have to be, in order for it to be valid at all, anybody to listen to you, you have to be one of the Christians that do not make sexual eating noises. That's just all to it, that there is to it. But try telling that to somebody, that family member that supposedly is older than you, that I don't care, you do what I say, not as I do. You just you can't criticize me that way. I don't care. They have that attitude. I could make sexual eating noises if I want to, and you're not going to try to shame me out of it. But since I'm older than you and I have authority over you in the so-called eyes of God, that I can tell you what to do and what's embarrassing, and tell you that anything you do, or maybe how you wear your hair, or what you listen to, or any kind of stuff that you say that's embarrassing to them and their friends and people. And it will actually be embarrassing because they say so. They tell you anything you do or say is embarrassing because they say so. But you can't even, they won't even want to hear it. It won't faze them if you try to say their eating noises are embarrassing to them. I mean, you can't go and try to tell them that their eating noises are embarrassing to you. No way. But yet they can say stuff, that anything that they don't like about you that embarrasses them, and insist with the same whatever tone of voice and facial body language expression, say that with a straight face, I mean, be able to criticize you with a straight face. I mean, in my book, anybody that makes disgusting sexual eating noises when they eat cannot be a valid authority over you in anything. Put it that way. I mean, that just doesn't go with me. I'm sorry. I mean, I mean, it just doesn't work. That's all I'm saying. I think 10 minutes into this video, I think I might have been a little repetitive, but I think I got my point across, don't you? But, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. But anyway, this isn't just a troll video. I'm kind of figuring some of you out there know what the hell I mean, you know, and you were with me on this, and you've actually tried to shame people out of this stuff. And oh no, and don't even be any of you watch and make eating noises think it's gonna bother me, because that's not what this video is about. I mean, you can make all the disgusting sexual eating noises you want, because maybe you people in this video are not a Christian fundamentalist that claims to be champion proper sexuality that's of God, and you know, they kind of this video was about the hypocrites that claim everything, criticize sexuality that's not of God and everything, but turn around and when you try to chastise them for making the most disgusting sexual eating noises, it doesn't bother them. You know, that's the whole issue of this video. It is. So there you have it. I just can't help. I actually said this without laughing, but this shit is actually really is the kind of shit that's really annoying, and no way you can actually combat it and discourage people out of this. No. But yeah.